Listen, to be fair though, he played with much more effort and intensity than Game 3. I think we can both agree on that. What the game I saw, the effort was there. The transition defense was great by the Heat. There are multiple transition styles, bro. The Heat did some good things. Shout out to Kevin Love to make some good hustle plays. Like they were playing that Heat basketball. It's just that shots weren't falling. And they were giving them some cuts and layups. That's true. That was lackadaisical. That was bad. Some of the lazy passes they were doing. That's what led to those turnovers. And they kept trying to make those same passes. You see Jokic, he's deflecting them. So try something else. They kept doing that. That's one thing I noticed too. But overall, defensively, you kind of had a game you were hoping for when it comes to like Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. Jokic was in foul trouble. That's good. Jamal Murray shot 5 for 17. That's good. He only had 15 points tonight. So y'all were doing some good things. It's just that it's these others. The Nuggets, anybody can step up. I used to think of the Heat that way, but it doesn't seem like it anymore. You haven't seen Caleb Martin, like you said, Gabe Vincent, getting some foul trouble, can't get going, can't get in rhythm, and Max Strus, I don't know where he at. He ain't in Miami. I don't know where he at. But overall, Jokic, only 4 assists. Like, you guys did what you're supposed to do on the Stars. There were some positive takeaways here. It's just that Bruce Brown, you cannot let that happen. Jamal Jokic didn't even have the ball at the critical point in the stretch. That's literally where the game was lost at right there. Bruce Brown and Aaron Gordon having that stretch he had. But I just want to recognize y'all did some positive things. There were some Heat basketball play. Y'all did play better overall than Game 3.
I'll say this to that point. They came out with that. They came out with a better start than they did in Game 3. It's just for me when I mentioned like the energy, it's not consistent. That's the only thing. Like, yeah, they play hard. They came out, but it's like certain spots in the game where I'm like, all right, we're on this stretch. Like you said, they're doing the same pass. I'm looking at a lot of these post ups for Jimmy, and he's sealing the smaller guard, whether it's Brown, whether it's Murray, and Bam is up top. He's made this pass a million times. Obviously, Jokic is long. He's deflecting. He's kicking the ball like 8 times a game. Mm-hmm. But it's just Jimmy on the block or on the low post. All you gotta do is lob it over the top. Jokic, you put it over the top. Jimmy is strong enough to hold the other guy back. Jokic can't jump over.
Right. Yeah, and he just hurt his ankle. Like, you can test that ankle. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep doing that. Like, they ain't really test it. And when he was in foul trouble, you didn't keep like driving, like attack him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Jokic should have been. We should have been head hunting for Jokic. And I don't know. I'm not trying to take advantage. Not take it. Let me see how I put this. I'm not trying to injure him any further. But obviously, he's playing. All right, he's injured. Exactly. He's hurt a little. He's wounded. So what is a wild animal that sees another wild animal that's wounded? They go after it. Mm-hmm. You should be going after him. And he got the 5 fouls. He came out of the game for a little bit, but when he came back in, we should have been running pick and roll with Bam, putting him in a mix with Jimmy where he has to either play perfect defense or he's going to foul.
Yep. Test him that pick and roll. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And by the time we got to the 4th and Bruce Brown started cooking, it was way too late.
Yep.
But they had some improvements like we talked about earlier with defensively. They didn't go to the zone. They played aggressively, but then they kind of dropped off and was inconsistent. Then Aaron Gordon started going. Then they get these backdoor cuts, and they get Murray still making plays, even though we minimize Jokic playmaking ability. Mm-hmm. There are adjustments that you have to make in the game, and there's this level of consistency that you have to have in order to, once you get to that 4th quarter, give yourself the best chance. And that's why I say that even though compared to Game 3, the way they started, yeah, it was better. But at the same time, if you don't keep that up for 4 quarters, and this has happened multiple times now. You lose your edge a little bit. The point difference becomes a thing. They went up 14, 15, 10, 12, and they start coming back late. If you can stay at the more, and obviously these are NBA basketball players we're talking about, so they're gonna be able to score, and it's not like you're gonna like flatline them. But if you can have a level of consistency with what you're doing on the defensive side of the ball, if you're not shooting well, which you aren't getting our max, like I said, I guess Max is at the beach right now. And Gabe can't not get a foul, which is a tough break. But there has to be a level of consistency through each quarter. Like that's what like first quarter they come out good, second quarter, but they're making some shots. Third quarter, all right, completely has dipped from the first half. Then the fourth quarter is like, all right, now we got to hurry up. Let's play catch up. So, man, that's a tough way to play basketball for a 4-quarter game. Like, bro, this is not the time for anyone to lose the momentum and lose steam in what you're doing. So
and the fact that y'all couldn't take advantage of Jokic being on the bench, because in my mind I was like, if they can cut it down, you don't have to focus on Murray. But Murray was doing he did a great job of playmaking during that stretch.
Yeah,
he did, and that kind of what helped get the others going too. Jeff Green knocked down a critical shot. They got KCP going, and of course we talk about Bruce Brown. So shout out to Jamal Murray during that stretch. Like that was very important.
Man, honestly, shout out to the Nuggets for just staying focused.
Yeah, good team basketball. That was a good team win.
Two guys, they're two stars. We did our thing, sort of on them.
Y'all did. It just that.
But the other guys, I've heard many NBA Hall of Famers say this. The others in these types of games, in these finals, and these championships, they make the real difference. And right now, our others are not present enough. While the Nuggets tonight, the other night, Jokic and Murray torched us for triple doubles, 30-point triple doubles. But tonight, Bruce Brown, Aaron Gordon.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like KCP. It's all about the effort that you put in and having the same mission throughout the entire time, bro. Like, man, man, Jay, I don't get it. I couldn't coach. Like, shout out to Coach Jay for what you do, especially because I'm watching this game and I'm like, man, I could not be on the sideline because I don't know how to.